Hello everyone, today we are going to talk about the bank reconciliation, a step-by-step guide on how to prepare them. Before we start making the bank reconciliation statement, we must first get to know what is it. What is a bank reconciliation? A bank reconciliation is an important method for keeping track of your cash balance. The method of matching the cash operation in your financial statements to the transaction in your bank statement is known as reconciling. This procedure allows you to keep track of all cash inflows and outflows in your bank account. The reconciliation technique also assists in the prevention of bribery and other illegal cash transactions. As a consequence, it is important that you reconcile your bank account as soon as you receive your bank statement. Now that we've already known what is the bank reconciliation, let us start making it. Now there are two parts in making a bank reconciliation statement. The first part is adjusting the bank statement balance. Step 1 is to examine the bank statement balance. Get a hold of your bank balance as soon as possible. If you have an online access to your account, you should be able to read your bank balance soon after the end of the month. Take note of the month-end balance as you get the statement. Your objective is to reconcile the discrepancies in your bank statement and your cash account records. This entails double-checking that each account occurs on both your own documents and on your bank statement. Step 2 is to increase the bank balance for any deposits that have not been posted, also known as deposits in transit. There could be a gap between the day you make a deposit at the bank and the time the deposit is posted as an increase to your bank account. If you deposit money at an ATM or a bank branch, the wait can be short. If you mail a deposit, the wait time will be higher. Step 3 is to decrease the bank balance for all outstanding checks. A cleared check is one that has been registered in the bank's records. An outstanding check is one that has not been cleared by the bank. When checks are written on the last day or two of the month, this condition happens. Outstanding checks must be removed from the bank account balance. Step 4 is to check for any errors made by the bank's processing department. Your accounting is posted on the general ledger as you reconcile a company cash record. An organization should equate the general ledger operation of its cash accounts to that of its financial statements. You could come across a transaction that you are unable to completely understand. Ask the bank if you have any questions about a company or personal bank transactions. Now that we are already done with the part 1, now let us move on to the part 2, which is the adjusting the general ledger balance. Step 1 is to verify that all checks have been posted. When the organization gets the bank account, print a sheet that covers all checks written and deposits made during the month. A business would almost certainly have accounting tools that will generate data. Step 2 is to confirm that all deposits have been posted. A company can print a list of all deposits made in the previous month. Both deposit slips should also be checked by the firm. When reconciling your personal account, keep a list of deposits in your checkbook, as well as your deposit slips. Step 3. Subtract any service charges and automated debits. Both bank expenses must be deducted from your cash account. A monthly service charge is one form of bank charge. If you overdraw your record, you can be fined. The majority of these expenses are reflected in your credit statement, but they may not be reflected in your cash flow at the end of the month. You must also change your cash reports to account for money received on your bank account balance. The last step is step 4. Check for any errors you've made during the month. When you equate your cash account operation to that of the bank, you will discover mistakes that you made. For instance, you might insert the incorrect total sum for a check or deposits into your cash records. These errors would result in the creation of a reconciling item. Okay, this will be the last step on how to make the bank reconciliation statement. And since this is the last step, it means that we are done. Thank you all for tuning in, and I do hope that all of you understood the guide, even if it's just a little bit. Thank you and goodbye.